Alright, let's start off with reading Adam Mancini's tweet, which I had pulled up, but since I closed Twitter, I have to find his tweet again. Yesterday, my target in ES. Of course, I have to yawn. I can't talk without yawning. My target in ES was 4173, which I called a major resistance cool-off zone. We hit it, dipped to 4161. Let me pull up ES while I'm talking about this. Alright, so we reached a 4176 yesterday. In fact, I may go ahead and add a resistance here, a supply. Alright, we hit it, dipped to 4161, provided support overnight, and now back here again basing. So let's go ahead and add. I know 4161 is the support here, but I'm going to head and add the demand here. Plan today, ES is likely to try a breakout of this now. 4180, 4195 targets. 4161 remains support. 4148 major below. Way down here. And by the way, just to add to the theme yesterday, what I was talking about, the big slap in the face, the $10 swing that became as low as $3 and got as high as $91. Again, if I never sold that option and took a $5 loss and just held it till the end of the day, just held it, I still would have made $20 profit at the lowest point at the end of the day. And it wasn't until 1 o'clock that I actually started to run. So I'm not gonna go over bull plan, bear plan. I just got news that through no fault really of my own, I may have to look for other employment by May 1st because of issues with the firm. So just wonderful news. I mean, that's only 2 weeks away, right? I'm sure there's plenty of time to prepare. The irony is, when I took this job, I was working part-time at Whole Foods, and I asked if I can continue working part-time, even though I knew it would be very stressful, to bring in a little extra income. And I was told no, I can't do that because that would cause issues or whatever. So I was told that I couldn't work a part-time job, but I was told I could still train clients. And that hasn't been bringing much income because one client has been in Italy for the past 3 months. The other one works 12-hour days as an accountant and barely even has time to go take a poo at this point. The other client is some sort of model, and she's always out of town, and she claims she wants to start trading again next week. But if just those 3 clients would train at minimum once a week, every week, that can resolve a great deal of, not a great deal, but some of my financial issues. But the inconsistency with clients is something that I've dealt with for all the years I've been as a trainer. The only way to deal with the inconsistency with clients as a trainer is to have a plethora of clients. And there was a point where I had about 15 clients, and I would train maybe one at 8 in the morning, another at 12 in the afternoon, one at 3, 5, 8, 9. So what ends up happening is the clients are spread out throughout the day, and I end up sitting in the gym from 8 a.m. Well, actually, technically 7:30 a.m. so I can prep the gym, and I don't get to leave until sometimes 9:30, 10. So there were like 12-hour days, but I was really only working, say, 7 or 8 hours out of that day. And because I live so far from the gym, Sometimes I would just sit in my car and eat and take a nap or whatever. So it was kind of frustrating, but it was the only way to deal with clients canceling. Um, and that's sort of the frustrating thing. Unless you own your own gym, preferably, I think ideally, I don't know about other trainers, but I think ideally you'd want to sort of own a gym and have your residents near or at the gym, like maybe on the second floor or something. So, you know, you don't have to travel and your clients can come to you. But anyways, I'm going off topic. So yeah, um, it's a bit frustrating that I'm doing other things to try and bring in extra income and getting this news. So um, obviously stress I don't need, but in any case, let's get to it. Again, I don't really have a bull plan. 4161 is support. It could pull back to any of this demand that formed here, this demand that formed here. It could pull back to this trend line here. Hell, it can pull back to this previous resistance that's now support. Um, that apparently has no label. I mean, even if I don't label it, Thinkorswim should put a label on there. It's not a trend line, it's a price level. Oh my God. Anyways, so yeah, this could pull back anywhere randomly and then just run. And it's a complete guessing game as always where it's going to go. Yes, I have a system where if it creates a demand and retest, then I can go, but the system seems to really only work like 2 or 3 times a week. And after a run like yesterday, I wouldn't be surprised if we chop. It does appear that we've created a bull flag, and I'm gonna make a half-ass attempt to see if I can draw it. Ah, I don't know if this or if this. It looks cleaner on SPY actually. I'll show SPY in a moment. So this could be forming a bull flag for a final push today, um, or it could just chop a lot more. If I switch over to SPY, you can see the bull flag clearer here. And it was interesting, this line here. I want to look at my video from yesterday. I don't recall seeing this line at all. Yes, right, because it's somewhere. Once I change the time frame, this changes completely. Incredible. Incredible. I despise Thinkorswim. All right. I don't even know if I want to even look at VIX. It was so unreliable yesterday. So we had a breakout of this channel I found yesterday, and we're back into it again and now just running along it. What does that mean? Hell if I know. I don't know, man. I'm beyond frustrated right now. Yesterday was an incredible opportunity to make up for all of my losses. Holding that swing at least to 80 or something like that would have taken care of about a quarter of the losses this month. And if I had taken the other one, what was it, the 12, the one that pulled back to, actually, I couldn't have taken that one unless I had already sold the swing. That's the thing. If I held on to the swing, that would only leave me with 20 bucks to trade for the day. So this, I guess if I had taken an extra position earlier in the day and just held with the hope that this would rally, but when this pulled back, this was the only spot I could have gotten back in at 11:51. And notice this just chopped sideways, a little bit of a push and just chopped all day. This is the option, right? But of course, chop for 15.15, push. That's the push here, chop, chop, and then the rest of this. It took a while before it started to finally pick up, and the further out strikes started to pick up some funds and some money. But look at this one. Again, this peaked at 180. So if I held the other option and got in here, I could have squeezed in here at 18 and let this thing run till towards the end of the day. That would have made up for more than all of the losses for the past 2 months. So yeah, I don't know, man. You know, market's going to open any moment now. I have a gut feeling that this market's just going to start rallying as soon as the bell ring because of this bull flag that I see. So if this thing does go up to, I don't know, it's a total guess because of course this garbage app, if I want to see what's above, I can't. I can't. There's no way I can do it unless I zoom out the time frame. There we go. I zoomed out to double the time frame and I can still barely see what's above. Let me zoom out to triple the time frame. Let's go to 360 and 4 hour. Now I can see what's above, but I'm so everything's on. This is nonsense. I can't. So if I zoom in ever so slightly, this is what I can't stand. Why can't I just adjust above? I don't understand. And you take off auto arrange and it doesn't really make a difference. I can't navigate the way I can navigate with TradingView. This app is trash, man. I cannot. I don't have the words to express how much I despise this app. So yeah, I don't know. I want to see where we can potentially go, but I can't. I can't look up and see where we're gonna go. This Trade Brigade guy loves this app. I just don't understand what he loves about it. So I have to go to a daily so I can see. And again, I don't know if my level, you know what? I do know. I can almost guarantee my levels are off. But if 480 is up next, 4180, then actually 4180 is just slightly above. You know what? I give up. I'm so over this nonsense, man. And like I said, there we go. We're just rallying. You know what? I'm just gonna pick an option and just run with it. Let's go with 415. It's 2 points above. Now I'm having an internal argument. Should I just take the trade and just walk away and just see what happens? This is gonna be one of those days where it starts off low and then just grinds the rest of the Friday. Or do I wait for the strategy with the MK strategy, wait for a demand to be formed, and then take the trade up to 1030? And we're at 4169, so 4180, that's the next target. That's just 11 points above. Meanwhile, this is doing its thing. Let me make sure I have all of my levels. 4168. Yeah, that's accurate. Admin team believes that 4161 is our current support. Which is about here. You know what, I'm just going to add the supply. I mean the demand, and just put that, which is 4162. On VIX, we're rejecting, by the way, from that that channel and pushing down towards the daily. Again, VIX didn't exactly help me much yesterday. You know what? I'm taking this. My God, dude. Fine. 36. No. I should have gotten in at 31. I was going to get in two options at 31. Now the problem is it needs to break out of that bull flag. In fact, some people might be waiting for the breakout of the bull flag before even going long. Yep, had to listen to that other voice saying jump in when it was at 31, or better yet, when it started to pull back. Two options at 30. Be up 30 bucks right now. And if I had taken two positions, I can exit one when we get to 4180, which will likely yield a profit of about maybe 40 bucks, and then hold on to the other option. But now, unfortunately, since I only have one option, it'd be wise for me to exit at 4180 and lock in whatever profits I just got. I'm in at 37. Thing is, I don't know where that would be. I'm not quite there yet. Maybe I'll try 68. I don't know if that's going to be near 4. I don't know if I have 4080 on the SPY. I mean, on my SPY level. This is 477. We're not at 4080 yet. Screw it. I'll take the $20. We just peaked at 4179, which I probably should have just put my I probably should just market sold out at the high 60s. But I don't know. I don't know if this is the max for the day, because sometimes the market does that. It'll start to rally and fake everyone into a run, and then it'll turn around and just drop. But I don't think this is going to happen today. I'm pretty sure I sold early, but I'll take this little bit of profits. I just should have followed my instincts. My instincts told me to double up, go 2 options long. Like I said, had I exited one here, I was wrong about $40 profit. It was more like $30 profit if I had gotten in down here. And I could just held the other one for a break even to see if this comes back. But anyways, I have enough to make one more trade. If this does pull back, I'm gonna put an alert at 30. And see where we go from there. I guess I can't complain. This is one of those rare days where I've made profits, but I made the profits by not following my own strategy. I just followed my gut, and my gut told me that this was going to rally as soon as the market opened, and I was right. We've also fallen below the daily on the VIX, and I know how much I can trust the VIX after yesterday. I don't know, but let's zoom out. Let's zoom out some more. Yeah, this is as low as VIX has been in a while. Let me increase this and zoom out even more. The last time the VIX was this low was the low of earlier this of the year actually, which is a bit concerning. Let's snap this back. So yeah, let me show 4179 is how high we got. So again, if I was doing futures and I didn't have to look at SPY and go through this stress of trying to figure out the levels between ES and SPY, I would just set my sell limit here. If I had multiple contracts, I'll put majority of them to sell right below the target, maybe a couple to sell above, maybe at 4090. But look, it's turning back around. What did I sell at? 58? Yeah, 58. So let me mark on SPY that this is about 4080. I'm sure I have 4080 somewhere well above. I think this is a major, but no, it's gone up now to 64. Initially, I wanted to put my sell at 67, and here we go. It's about to hit it. There it is, 4180. It just hit, and 60. So I could have squeezed out maybe an extra $10 if I had waited. So yeah, my other gut feeling was right that I sold too early. This is just gonna keep pushing because it's so early in the day that it's pushing now. Yeah. But again, if I had gotten in with if I had followed my gut and gotten with two options, I could have sold one now, locked in some profits, and held on to the other one. There we go. That's 20 bucks that I left right there on the table. 20 bucks I could have gotten extra, so that's double the profits now. So yeah, I was right. Once it hits around 4080, it would have been $40 profit. And it's still pushing along. And like I mentioned yesterday, seasonality, this is a very bullish month. This is the middle of the month. Should be rallying for the next few days, or until the end of the month at least. Then of course May is going to look really ugly. Anyways, all I can do now is wait for another opportunity to jump in, um, or I should just call it a day since I've made profits, not massive profits, not even profits to make up for the losses from a couple days ago. If I had waited till 4080 and sold now, yes, I would have made up for the losses from a couple days ago. But I should have done two options, sold one, held the other. Anyways, hold on, I just got the tweet from Adam Mancini, and I just want you to see. Look, this is one of those days when my gut is rarely right. My gut told me to go long shortly after the bell. Just go long with everything, and I could have gotten two options. And my gut told me just to hold it, step back, and just let it go, let it run. We've just blown past 4080. We're now at 4185. So let me label this one here. And now we've hit 95. So this means I've left, what, $50 extra on the table. $50 extra on the table. Watch it. Once it hits 97, that's officially $50 I left on the table that I could have made. Better yet, if I just got two options and just held all the way, this is about $150 I left on the table. But Adam Mancini says, no time wasted in ES for today, and we've hit my 4180 first target already. 4161 has been my support and tested once overnight and again this morning. 4162.25 low, then squeezed. 4195 next up, then 4205. Now that ES is pushing, bulls don't want back under 4170 or breakout fails. So let's see if we can put 4170 right here. We'll put an alert here and change this to a support color. This one as well. And we'll put an alert on this one. There it is, 97. So officially $50 left on the table. Wait, no. No, I sold at 58, so I'm sorry. $40 extra left on the table. But I see no reason why this is gonna stop. This is basically a clean bull flag that was formed overnight or after market. And yeah, it already tested the bottom of the bull flag once, twice. Well, I don't know if you want to call it the aftermarket part of the test. And Adam Mancini's 4161 level. And there it is. It's just pushing. And it's going to keep pushing. So if you're trading futures, and you see this bull flag forming, you trust Adamasini's levels, you get in at 4161, which it was pretty much right there on the money at 6:15 in the morning, or you put a buy in, or if you didn't get in here, you could have gotten in here at 8:45. Multiple positions, you exit some of your positions here at 4080, which is right up here. Lock in a bunch of your profits and just leave some runners now for the next target of 4195. Yeah, I keep saying 40. I'm sorry. It's 4180. In fact, I need to adjust this on SPY because I've been putting the wrong numbers. I'm I'm in stupid mode as usual. Yep, see this is wrong. 4180. And there it goes, 4185. I got that one right at least. But what a run. That means on SPY we've gone from 408 just before the market opened, and we just almost hit 415. The runs aren't as big as they were in 2021, but since the bear market began, on average we see on a big run for SPY no more than 10 or 12 points. Anyways, I don't want to make this video too long, and I don't know, I have mixed feelings. I'm angry. I guess those multiple voices. One voice is saying, yes, you made profit, but you did not follow your own rules. You're supposed to trade after 10:30 based on the MK strategy. You're supposed to wait for a demand to form and wait for it to be retested. You didn't do any of your plans. So you made money, but you didn't follow your strategy. So that's one voice chastising me right now. There's another voice chastising me saying, hey, screw all of that nonsense. Your gut told you that this was going to run. You knew this was going to run because it tested Adamasini's support twice. It formed a bull flag. We're rejecting off of a level on VIX. And you know that a day like this, especially this is a bullish month, bullish seasonality, it makes every bit of sense for you to go long and go long with everything. And I didn't listen to that. I was cautious and I went long with just one option when I could have gotten two. And that same voice is mad that I sold early. But I had another voice saying, hey, follow Adamasini's rules. Always exit at the first resistance. Don't be greedy. So, I don't know. Anyways, I'll be back later. I gotta point this out. I know I said I'll be going, but look at this. I wanted to see where 4195 lands on ES. If I zoom out to a 1030, well, it shows on my tiny chart on the other screen on a 515, on a 115. Why don't I see it here? You know what? I have got to figure this out. Look, on my other screen, ES, tiny little chart. It shows more because my other screen is bigger, a little bit bigger than this one. 115, I can see where 4095 lands. It's right here. It's fine, I can see it. But on this screen, even if I zoom out to a 10-day 30, I can't see it. For some reason, I have the way this chart is set up. I don't understand. It seems to prioritize the bottom of wherever else I'm looking at and pushes everything up. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what's going on. Let me see what this setting is on this one. I have to look at style. Oh man, I so despise this thing. It's stock chart. That's what it's set up as, stock chart. Load style. I don't have stock chart anywhere here. Studies. Load study. Stock chart. You know what? I'm doing it. Nope. That was a mistake. None of this shows on the other one. None of that shows on the other one. Oh my god, dude. I despise think or swim, man. How much I wish I could just do futures, delete Thinkorswim, and just work with some other broker and lose TradingView. I don't know what I was using before. Now it says latest default. I'm sorry, I'm trying to look and see what. Sorry, I have to wrestle the screen to get it over here. Maximize. What drawing is this? What setting is this? How do I know what setting it's using, since it doesn't state anywhere here? It says stock chart. Now, I don't know. I could have swore when I switched to this one, I switched to the one that says stock chart. But everything looks different here. So, let's try something else. Nope. First of all, I don't recall ever adding these. Wow, dude. Nope, nope. Oh, man. Jesus Christ, dude. Dude, wow. Look, there's something else I hate about Thinkorswim. Go down, open up another window, then open up another window. No, no, I don't want to delete it. Good Lord. Studies. Load. I need to delete so much stuff. Okay. I think this is what I was using, but I had to figure out a way to get rid of this. I don't remember how I did that. No, I got rid of the one I actually wanted. Good Lord, how do I bet you there's no way I can undo. No, of course not. Of course not. Why would they do that? God, I'm so over this. I give up. I can't stand this application, man. It is just this bloated, unnecessarily complicated garbage of an app. Okay, I'm just gonna work with this for now. All right, so here, Now I can see daily. See, look. Of course, now this is a 1 minute. Let's go to a 1:15. Yep, now I can still see the daily. So I have a daily right at 4195, which is our next target. Although it looks like we've just created a supply while I've been wrestling with this garbage app. So let's go ahead and, we're about halfway into that candle. Let's go ahead and mark this. Let's see if we can find it on SPY. Yeah, it happened right at 4186, so this is right. Sorry, shoulders again. This is kind of a big sell-off. So we're at 4177 now. Well, interestingly, we pulled back on VIX by quite a bit, almost made it back to, let me just show you instead of just talking about it. We pulled back, almost made it to this, but we rejected off this SMA. It looks like VIX is coming back down. So once again, even though SPY is selling, VIX is turning around-ish. God bless it. The thing I hate is this right here. I don't need it to be on both sides. This frustrates me. And as a result, it decreases the size of the chart. This is interesting though. We should technically be bouncing at the bull flag channel top, but we're not. We just broken under it. 4171. What did Adam Mancini say? 4171 is 4170 is where bulls need to bounce. Yes, 4170, or the breakout fails. And we just, oh wow, well, we just dropped below 4170. Man, if someone had put if someone decided to go short at 40185 and hold it, this is incredible. The entire rally is over. It's retraced the entire, since the market opened, the entire thing's just been retraced. Still, oh, and VIX has turned back around. Forget about that. What could have caused this big sell-off? Interesting though, this went down just almost enough for me to enter into a long, but I'm not gonna do that. Although I say that, and this probably is just the time to jump in for a long. It would not at all surprise me if this flushes below 4161 and then recovers, or if this is the recovery right now and this is going to flush above, and this is going to just rally the rest of the day higher. We're going to reach 4195, maybe 4205 at the end of the day. This is just a quick sell-off to spook people out of their trade. Yeah, we've already gone from, what was it, 30, I think it reached as low as 33 to 43 now. And the thing is, I actually could have gotten in. I have 36 right now in the account. I could have gotten in up here. But I just don't want to risk losing what little profit I made today. Especially considering that if I had held, it went to 110. If I had held, no. Again, I'm tired. I know I'm tired. You're probably tired of hearing me saying this. If I had followed my gut and gotten in long at 30, two options, and held it till 4185, I could have probably. Oh, sorry, I gotta take this. Okay, I have 36 in my account. I could maybe put a buy in here, but it seems risky to risk what little profits I've made to try and take this trade. So I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna follow the strategy. We'll wait and see if a demand is formed. Um, 4170 is where bulls want to keep, and we are there. And from my ES, we're just above the bull flag, or right at it. So I don't know. Part of me is saying put a buy in at 36 and see if you get filled and see if it turns around. Beginning to form a demand here, possibly. But I don't have the same confidence in my gut as I did when the market opened. God, how frustrating. Imagine if I had $1,000 on my account and I could have gone 300 here, 10 options, and I just sold some initially here, maybe half, and I kept the other half and let it run up. I don't know. At this point, I'm just going to wait and see what happens. If you form a demand, I retest it. But this is a pretty strong sell-off. Well, I sent a tweet to ask Adam and Sini if, or anybody actually, if they know what might have happened to cause this sell-off. But I mean, it's not really a massive sell-off. We just dropped down to a little bit below close, well, $1 below close. Um, but man, if you, I'm just curious, I want to look. If you had a put set up, where would you put your put? Let's say at 413, right? Let's say 413. You had a put right around 4185. Oh, look at this. Oh, I couldn't even afford to get into this put right here, but if you could, and you're able to squeeze in at 45, $50, you'll almost be up 100% profits right now. And the thing is, we're dropping below 4. Well, no, we're at 4161 right now. We're right at 4161. So this is well, bulls were in control up until 4148, I believe. So I am glad though I did not jump in here. If I did, I would have been down almost, well, most of my profits. So I'm glad that that little gut feeling in me wasn't too didn't feel the same confidence as it did here. Although one could have taken this and scalped it for a little bit of a win, but would it really be worth spending 36 bucks to make? Oh, I guess 36 bucks to make 10 bucks isn't bad. That's pretty big profit for the investment. Well, this came in an hour ago. This news here. Oh, I'm curious about this. I have like mixed feelings about her. I didn't like that movie, but I still have a minor crush on her. Although I don't really have celebrity crushes. I have athletic celebrity crushes. Riley McCullister. What's her name? Riley McCulls. I'm in love with her. Riley. Just wow. Gymnast physiques. Just amazing. Ah, it's Adam. All right, the prophet has spoken. Oh, he actually responded to my man. I love this guy. I think so. My question was if anyone knows what happened at 10 a.m. to cause the sell off. And Adam says, I think likely just ran out of steam. It put in a good attempt to break out that big 4180 resistance, but likely just didn't have the energy built up after yesterday's already large run. I'm going to tell him thank you. I'm green for the day. Have a great weekend. Cheers. Yeah, I really should close this down and just walk away. I mean, sadly, I sold here. Here. Here's where I sold. Um, and actually, I thought I sold at the right time because it sold off after that, but I was wrong. I should have held. No, I should have gotten two options. I know I've said it like 11 billion times. I should have gotten two options. Sold one here just in case, and held the other one with a break even down here, and let that one just run. And once it hit, um, I think I would have sold it probably at 97 to be honest with you, or 100 if I had gotten in at 30 and let it run. But still, again, bulls are for the most well, small picture. Bulls are in control as long as they can keep this above 4161, and we're at 4162 now. The next firewall, I guess, I don't know what the term I want to use. The next bigger picture is they need to keep the price above 4148 important. If they lose 4148, they will probably sell back down to 4118, 4100. Even if that happens, though, Biggie E picture, as long as we're up, wait. I don't have that channel on SPY, it's only on ES. Yes, as long as we're above this channel here, which, is this logarithmic? I gotta come back, I gotta take this call, guys, sorry. Alright, so while I was yakking on the phone, a demand formed. I don't know if I can call this a retest, but this is basically head and shoulders, and we're headed back up. Bulls have defended or reclaimed 4161. This is a textbook false breakout. I have the funds to get in now. Question is, should I? The rules are all followed. Demand's been formed. Demand's been retested. VIX is also rejecting off the daily. I'll just show you. We had a little dip down here, but VIX has now recovered and gotten back down this daily. No, not that one. This one. So yeah, all signs point to taking it long. I suppose. Oh, look. Never mind. Look at this. And also, it looks like we're trying to get back on into the on both ES and SPY. I actually have my bull flag correct on both of them, or they look even on both of them. We're trying to recover the bull flag, get back into it, but we're rejecting off of that. Yeah, you know what? It's best I walk away. There's been too many times where I've made a little bit of profit earlier in the day, and then I tried to trade again, only to end up losing it. After yesterday's run, we're probably just going to chop for the rest of the day, which would be good, I think. If I recall, it'll be good that we chop the rest of the day and then build up for another run. I would assume after yesterday and that run this morning, the RSI is overblown, but again, I don't have the RSI on my screen. I don't really look at it. I'm just gathering that from Adam Mancini's tweets and his newsletter. So I think this is a good time to walk away for the day. I'll just keep updating with videos and making a promise to myself not to trade the rest of the day. I say that and I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, oh, there it goes. But no, not going to do it. Not going to do it. Instead, we're going to look at some more Riley McCullister. Absolutely. Ugh. Oh, and who's the other one? When I'm talking about celebrity crushes. Another gymnast. Sorry, I'm exhausted. I forgot her name. Jade Carey? Yes. Yes. Just epic. Epic. And I ran track when I was, he made a track physique, a gymnast physique. Just wow. But anyways, I'll wait, you know what? I just realized something too. No, I don't think that matters. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I was looking at it. Why does it show on this screen but not on the other one? Maybe because it's a 10:30? Okay. Yeah. I gotta figure these charts out. On this screen, we're bouncing at this center channel. This is zoom out. I think I can. This is the bull channel that I tried to find for SPY. And this is the center of the bull channel, although it looks from this view like it's not, but whatever. But on my other chart, it doesn't quite line up there. Oh, the prophet has spoken. All right, let's read Adam Mancini's tweet. After a 60-point rally in 2 days, ES is finally running out of some steam. We clipped 4180 first target off 4161 support. ES tried for the next up, then broke down, failed breakout. Time for the messy part of the day now. 4161 was support, weak now. 4148 next down, key test there. All right. 4161 was, this is actually 4162. 4155, 4148, and I think I adjusted this properly after yesterday. So this is the key level here. I'm going to put an alert. This is probably the safer place to go long if I... Effing thinkorswim, man. And there's no way to set as a default. There's no way to set below as a default. Yeah, this thing's dropping. All right. Man, what a beautiful short this would have been. Anyways, all right, I'll walk away now. All right, quick update. As you can see, we're just chopping around here. We just touched 4155 and looks like we're bouncing, but I'm not too confident about how long that bounce will last on the VIX. You know what, let me just increase this. On VIX, like I said, this was what prompted me to take this long this morning. I may have to add some level here. But we're back to the daily, and not much movement in the VIX here, but obviously lots of movement here for SPY. Well, relative for today. Yesterday was just an absolute monster rally, man. But yeah, again, I think bulls are are going to be largely still in control as long as they can keep this above this line, or at the very least this line. But I don't know how long that's going to last. We've had no retest of any supplies or demand, so the MK strategy is not going to be in effect right now. And on ES, this will be a good bounce spot here. Don't know if that's going to happen though. Hold on. Just trying to zoom in on the other chart. Alright, so yeah, that's it for the update. I don't really know what else to say. This is going to be an ugly, choppy part of the day, I guess, for now. Although on my iPad on ES, we're at that line I showed, that blue line. So on my iPad, we're already here. But then again, remember, I added a line here because Thinkorswim. I'll have to zoom out and see which one is the one that actually is the line and which this is the one I added. So then why do I see two lines there? One, two. Okay, this is the one I added. And this line is a copy of this line way above, and that's the line that I used to add, or this line I used to add to be that line. I know it doesn't make sense. Anyways, yeah. I don't know. I guess it's just a waiting game at this point to see if an opportunity will come up, but even if I do see one, I may not take it because I don't want to risk losing what little profits I made today. Okay, it's been a while since I've added an update, and I actually have been so busy I've missed out on a few things. First of all, obviously it doesn't look like this on the 1 and the 515, but on the 115 we're bouncing at several conjunctions. 4142, which was a key level a few days ago. This trend line here, this trend line cutting through the channel, the bull channel for SPY. But again, if I change the time frame, the trend line looks completely different. But more importantly, we have just formed a demand and we've just retested that demand. However, taking this long, even $1 out of the let's see, this one was 1245. Yeah, 1245. We went from 40 to almost 100 or 90, but then came back down again. If anything, this is just a retest of a previous level and it failed, so that doesn't look good to me. We are forming a small triangle on the fix. You can see here it's forming. I don't want to draw it right now because I don't think it's almost coming to fruition. So if this is gonna break based on VIX, it's gonna break soon. But I see nothing similar like this on SPY or ES. And Adam Mancini tweeted, I sent a couple tweets, but I'll just read the most recent one. If Twitter would be so kind as to update. Okay. This is a sort of big picture tweet I'll read in a moment. Let me read the most recent prior to that one. This one's an hour ago. After running to 4180 target this morning, ESF tried to break out the 2-week range, and this breakout failed. 4148 was next down as posted. Excuse me, I just tested. Key support here. Bulls want to push here within half hour ideally, and must reclaim 4161 to rally. 4148 fails, 4127 next down. So yeah, they were supposed to hold 4148, and this is an approximation again. Looks like they tried to bounce, but rejected off of this previous level I have at 4155. and now they're trying to bounce at 4142 confluent to the trend lines I showed just a moment ago. Now let's read his other tweet, his most recent one. This is 25 minutes ago. Good time to zoom out despite the 100-point range ESF, right back where we started this week, in the same 4175 to 4100 range we have been in all month, basing after a 300-point March rally, which is interesting because March is not supposed to be a bullish month. This is the bullish month, but I guess all things being equal, that's how things would be. But because of the fact that we're going into, or probably already in a recession, and everyone really secretly doesn't want to believe that the market is, or the economy is going to tank, I don't know. Maybe that's why we're having these short um, rallies that just end up failing. Let's see if there's any comments based on this. Oh wait, I didn't read his full tweet. Sorry. As posted below, unless 4100 fails, trend remains up, ultimately for a retest of February highs. So um, let's look at February highs really quick. I'll zoom out to a 364 hour and February. Okay. So the February high is 417 on on SPY, and I should look at what that is on ES. Almost there. Yeah, 4205. 4205. And I have a daily at 4195. A 3-hour supply at 4205. Okay. Let's go ahead and edit this. Major supply, or major level. All right. Yep, the retest is occurring and it's coming back up. I had an opportunity to jump in right here. I'm still thinking about what Adam Mancini said though regarding bulls needing to push within the first half hour, and that was an hour. The tweet was an hour ago, but they're not bound by any rules of when they should pick it up. So demand was formed. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. Demand was formed right here. Demand was retested in the exact same spot. Still, I don't like the idea of going long when the overall trend for the day has been a sell. I say that though, and I could have gotten in, and if this pushes up a little bit higher, this would be a good $30-40 profit. If it could at least get to 4148, and that's what bulls need to recover. Of course, bears don't want that, will not want that to happen, so they'll probably try their best to push the sell down, but they've been unable to get this below 410 since 12:45. So it's been 2 hours that we've been basing right here. All right. So yeah, I was right. Demand formed, demand retested, and look, if I had put a buy-in just above the demand, no, actually below. I know that usually I wanted to get within 10-20 cents, but seeing this and seeing this, you would want to wait for a confirmation to get in. This candle started at 1345. 1345. This was as low as $34, it looks like, or 36. Maybe I could just barely get in. But if this pushes up a little bit higher, that'll be 100% profits right there. So it worked here. And I'm pretty sure at MK's group, they're not going in with one or two options, and they're not going in with the 411. More than likely, they're going in with a 410 or in the money option. So they probably went in with the 410 here and probably got in, let's say they got in 85 and they got in with 100 options. So they spent $8,500 and they're probably going to sell at the previous resistance, which is probably right here. So likely they've already sold. But that's whatever, let's put 120. Let's do 120 minus 85. So, or let's just do 90 if they want to really wait. That's $4,000 right there. Right? I don't know. You get my point. I'm exhausted. I think I'm gonna take a break of these videos for a bit. All right. I may be slightly glistening because I ran down and back up the stairs, but yeah, this is MK strategy in a nutshell. It worked perfectly here. Or excuse me, my modification on his strategy. 15-minute demand formed just above an important level, confluent to at least two trend lines. Retested. I should have gotten in. Had I gotten in at, let's say 35, we're now at $85, 86. So I could have sold for $55 or $50 in profit right now if I had gone long. So that was a mistake. I definitely should have gone long. But in my defense, no, there's no defense. Nowhere else was a demand formed. This is the only major demand that was formed all day today during open market. Retested and it rallied. This may well break once bulls recovered 4148. Next was 4145. They've already broken through that. If this continues further and gets up to at least VWAP, this is going to be worth like around $120, meaning this could have been my biggest play of the day had I taken this trade. So I was thinking about what I said before regarding VIX, and maybe I should have drawn it. I don't know why I didn't bother. I'm sort of justifying a bit of laziness because I've made a little bit of profit, and I'm just really afraid of losing it by making a dumb trade, which is something that happens too often with me. But here's the triangle I was talking about. And generally with triangles, like a megaphone, if it doesn't break open on the top, generally what ends up happening is before it reaches the point, it's going to break one way or the other. And the fact that we formed a demand should have told me. And let's look at, you know what, I'll do it. I'll go ahead and put this as SPY. Let's make this a 15. So when did the first demand formed? At 1245. 1245, first demand created a supply here. And I think I recall in another video saying that sometimes I wonder if I should just simply look for supplies being formed on VIX and then take it long on SPY. So at 1245, supply was formed on VIX, demand was formed, really technically 1 o'clock, because it doesn't really form until the second candle begins. But 1 o'clock, supply is formed for SPY, VIX, and demand formed for SPY. Unfortunately, this could be considered a supply, but we had a retest, and then at 1345, another demand formed. 1345, here we go. Take this long. Now at the break of the triangle, or I suppose another way of looking at it is if you have the funds and you want to play it safer, you can wait for a break of this two confluences. You can wait for a break of this triangle below to take it long, and wait for bulls to reclaim 4148 to go long, which I don't doubt is what Adam Mancini probably did. He waited, he saw that 4142 was the bounce. He waited for a break, a reclaim of 4148, gave it a little bit, and went long. And I wouldn't doubt he's going to sell at maybe 4168. I don't know how high this is going to go. But as you can see, it was a big, big mistake not taking this long. Now we've hit almost 100. That's a $70 profit. Unfortunate. Quick update here. This thing pushed all the way till a little bit about 120, 130. So if I could have eked in close to the low 30s and sold right below VWAP, this would have been close to a $100 profit. It didn't quite make its way past VWAP, but this could pull back and turn around. But the biggest thing, and it's funny how today, the breakout of the triangle, this, I saw it, I didn't want to pay attention to it, I ignored it, I got mentally lazy, but this was quite indicative. So bulls did their job. They reclaimed 4148, 4155, and if they can keep it above 4148, especially 4142, we may continue further next week. So, all right, this is interesting. So we never made it past VWAP. Actually, we created I forget what this is called. It's not a morning star, is it? Well, and a hammer, whatever. But this is supposed to be bullish, but it didn't quite pan out, and we created a supply. Fell from here, and it looks like we're trying to recover the 4148, which was a very important level, which is sort of recovering. But look at VIX, which is somewhat reliable today at least. Look where we're bouncing or rejecting, right back at the triangle again. So this could recover and continue up a little bit more, but market's almost about to close. Still, I highly regret not taking this one. It's everything I asked for. Multiple confluences, a demand that was retested exactly at the level, and the pattern breakout on VIX. Granted, the pattern didn't break out until we're about up to here, but still, there was a potential breakout. And this dropped almost low enough for me to get in. So, yeah, unfortunate. I don't know how much higher this is going to go, though. And if this gets tested again, this may fail. But if it does start to recover, no, I was going to say we might have a head and shoulders, but this doesn't quite look like a head and shoulders. Well, then again, they're not supposed to look perfect anyways. Well, this might be the last video before the market ends. I'll just do a quick update and then upload. Okay, last video for the day. Deeply regret, as you can see, not jumping in here. It gave me everything I wanted. Demand formed, demand retested. Even got a bit of a retest. Granted, it wasn't within 20 cents. This is at 4.2. This is at 6.4. Still, if I just went slightly out of my rules and put a buy-in at something I could have afforded, which was like 30, I could barely afford 34, and then just let it run, this thing got as high as 178. We broke through VWAP and we made our way back to 4168. Yeah, this would have been the best. Well, no, technically this short would have been the best play of the day, but you would, you know what's great about having a large account is you can take all the opportunities you see. My gut told me to take it long this morning. That was right. Adam Mancini's target was 4185. We got a false breakout out of this. You can take this short. This short would have been beautiful. If you got in by like around here 414 and carried this right back to, I don't know, you'll have to scale out. And then this is where we formed a demand. Right here, you want to exit. I don't know what this would have been. I don't feel like putting the, you know what, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's look at the put. This is 410. Let's look at a 411 put. What would it have given you? I didn't realize I still had this on the 15-minute. So this was at 10 o'clock. Let's say you didn't get in until like here, 34. You got in somewhere in here. There's a little bit of a pullback. Got in at 34, so 340 bucks. Yeah. I wonder when this pullback occurred. This must have been this right here, and then the retest. But anyways, obviously this is zero now because we're out of the money for the put, and this has been rallying. That's a 410 put. But in any case, this would have been a beautiful long right here. And also, remember what I said about VIX, which today seems to be working. We rejected off of the triangle that we broke out of. We retested it and fell. And now we have just hit the actual yearly low for VIX. This is the lowest VIX has been all year. And you know what? If I was ballsy, if I just like trading for the sake of trading, this is probably a time to take this short. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Hold on, I'm gonna do this. 3-year 14 was the lowest VIX has been in the past 3 years, and that was June of 21. But since a year, January of 2022, the VIX was 16. So this is as close to the low as we've been on the VIX. The last time we were this, I have it here. This is the last time we were at a low. That was January 30th of this year. That's the last time we've seen a low this low on the VIX. So yeah, we just eked to our current low. This means a pullback probably is in order. So this is gonna be very interesting. Anyways, yeah, I think I'll call it. And you know, I don't really say this, but for the 1 or 2 of you that actually looks at my videos every day, I don't know if you're the same people. Yeah, I appreciate it. I actually do. So thank you.